Greetings and welcome to Literature Hub 247, your sanctuary for thoughtful discussions, literary analysis, and the exploration of written art. Whether you are a student, a teacher, a scholar, or simply a lover of words, you are among kindred spirits here. This video is about an African play titled The Marriage of Anansewa, written by Efua Sutherland. This play is in the WAEC 2026 to 2030 syllabus. Earlier on this platform, I've done the full analysis of this text, as well as the themes, the dramatic techniques, and the character analysis. So if you need the link to any of the videos, just make your request to the comment section and it will be sent to you. Now this particular video is about the roles of the chiefs. If you have read the text, you remember that we have 4 chiefs in the play and they are major characters. So we identified the roles they play in the narrative. Roles of the 4 chiefs in the Marriage of Anansewa. In the Marriage of Anansewa, written by Efua Sutherland, the author uses the 4 chiefs not as fully fleshed out characters, but as symbolic representation of traditional authority, social status, and cultural customs in Ghanaian society. Now let's identify the 4 chiefs in the play. The chiefs are Chief, who is chief, that is one of them. This is the most prominent suitor, often regarded as the wealthiest and most influential. Anansi refers to him as the fire extinguisher. He is the most prominent among the 4 chiefs and is regarded as the wealthiest. The second one is Chief of Sapase. Chief of Sapase. We also have Chief Tobeklu from Akate. The last one is Chief of the Mines. Though they remain often throughout the play, their presence drives the plot forward and illuminates key themes such as greed, manipulation, and the clash between tradition and modernity. That is why they are very important in the play. Though they are not physically present, but we feel their impact. We feel their impact. So they drive forward the plot of the play. One of the central roles of the chiefs is to symbolize wealth and power. Each of the 4 is a prominent figure from different regions, and their interest in Anansewa as a potential bride marks her, and by extension her father, as a person of value. To Ananse, that is Anansewa's father. However, the chiefs are less about love or tradition and more about opportunity. He sees their courtship as a means to elevate his social standing and secure material gain. That is, Ananse feels that through them he can solve his problem, that he can gain material, he can have a material gain from these people. By sending engagement letters to all 4 without revealing the existence of the others, Ananse hopes to receive generous gifts and secure his financial future. He sent an engagement letter to the 4 of them without any one of them knowing one another. The chiefs also act as catalysts for the play's main conflict. Yes, they act as catalysts for the play's main conflict. Their responses to Ananse's letters, namely the arrival of expensive goods, place Ananse in a difficult position. There's a stage that it gets to a stage that Ananse finds himself in a dilemma. He doesn't know what to do again. He finds himself in a conflicting situation. Having promised his daughter to 4 different men he is forced to find a way to avoid the consequences of his deception. So he try hard to find a way of escaping anything that might befall him because of his deception. This leads to the central comedic twist of the play. Ananse fakes Anansewa's death in order to stall for time and determine which chief offers the most lucrative future. The chiefs therefore push the story forward through their indirect but powerful influence. So Ananse tries to buy time here so that you think of which one is going to choose among the four chiefs. In addition, the four chiefs highlight a thematic tension between traditional customs and modern manipulation. While the chiefs follow the expected cultural protocols of bride wealth and arranged marriage, Ananse bends and exploits this custom for personal gain. This contrast exposes the ways in which traditional values can be twisted in the face of economic desperation or personal ambition. Because of the personal ambition of Ananse, he tries to twist the tradition of the land. It also comments on the broader societal changes taking place in post-colonial Ghana, where old ways of life were being challenged by new ideologies and pressures. Let me take that one again. It also comments on the broader societal changes taking place in post-colonial Ghana, where old ways of life were being challenged by new ideologies and pressures. Furthermore, the chiefs serve as sources of comic irony. Despite their high status and power, they are all outwitted by the corny Ananse, a character based on the West African folktale trickster. So through his tricks, he's able to outwit the chiefs. Their inability to see through his scheme and their eagerness to win Anansewa's hand make them both imposing and laughable. There are sort of comic scene there. Their exaggerated presence, communicated through letters, gifts, and Ananse's commentary adds to the play's satirical tone, poking fun at societal hierarchies and the absurdity of certain traditions when taken to extremes. In conclusion, although the four chiefs never appear on stage, I said earlier that they are not physically present in the narrative. Their roles in the marriage of Anansewa are crucial. They represent wealth, tradition, and social prestige. But they are also used to critique those very values. That is, they represent all this, but they are also used at the same time. They are used to criticize those values. Through their symbolic presence, the author Sutherland explores themes of cultural change, greed, and the power of wealth over status. The chiefs are not simply characters; they are tools through which the playwright delivers a humorous yet pointed commentary on Ghanaian society. Those are some of the roles of the four chiefs in the marriage of Anansewa. Please, if you are new on this platform, try and click on the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you'll be part of this class. Please, to encourage me also, I would like you to like this video. You are free to share it on any social media platform. Invite your friends and colleagues to join us. If you have any question or comment, do not hesitate to ask your question and to be responded to immediately. Thank you. Let's meet in the next class.